Master Grade Jesta. Hey, what's up again, everybody? It's Robert 184, 2 R's, 2 B's, gundam.tk, and yes, the Gundam Unicorn crew is out in full force here in high-grade Universal Century Time, but the focus is going to be on this one right here. He's not joking, this Jester, as it's time to take a look, that's the high grade, at what the Master Grade is going to have in store, starting with a preview of the plastic that makes it up. Old is new with this traditional feeling mobile suit and Master Grade here. First of all, you've got 3/4 of the colors that you'd expect on a nice A plate there. White up at the top as you've got two separate forms there in terms of the missiles. And down at the bottom, how about that? You've got both the waist section and the shield emblem. That's the kind of thing that you'd love to see molded in plastic more and more, especially in the 1/100th scale. Otherwise, some pretty standard parts here with a nice blue color. Most of the details here that's going to be included are going to be on the head, but you can tell that adding on the lighter blue is what's really going to bring this part to life. Here's the B plate with some excitement on it, because anytime you start to see stuff like this, detachable, 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 with a B part over there, well, you could always go and add on something else if you wanted to just remove the whole shield option, which is something that they didn't necessarily force you to do with the high grade one, but it may be not a choice when you're getting the Master Grade Jesta cannon, that it still has the word hopefully attached onto it. And you can still see some great parts there. I love it when they take these and hollow out big parts and just show off the colors underneath, especially those chests. That's going to be very impressive when you put in all the small colored parts inside. And even more so here with the C plate, disappointing because of the lack of interest there in the generic Londo Bell pilots there. You can see the beam saber up there, but otherwise it's going to be these small parts where, again, as long as you cut parts out and expose more colors underneath, it's always going to be a plus. As you can see, the elbow bends there and the legs, which are supposed to be sliding down, and there's the chest inserts, which are going to have another color inserted on top of them. The D plate offers more encouraging signs that the shield is going to get the axe when it gets the big gun in the future. You can see the inner frame that's going to be nicely detailed there for the insides of the chest, and that neck part is looking very good, albeit all gray. There you can see the legs are going to have some decent looking details in there if you wanted to go and paint up some of these parts there on the inside. And the shield is going to be very visible, especially if you saw in the manual, as it can be often twisted back to show it off there. Here's what you're going to be getting on the other side, more just attachment points to hold everything on. The E plate is the kind of thing that would probably be omittable for a cannon there. Disappointing that the hand grenades from the side pockets or on the waist skirts are just going to be attached together there. I suppose you could go separate them, but they probably won't stick on all that well. And maybe they would, worth checking out after. Here you can see the beam rifle is going to be looking good with some good painting opportunities if you want to go do that. And there it is. If you do the math, you've got 4 of these when you put all the halves together there. And you can see some other parts like the forearm color protectors. F1 and F2, as I went through the manual, I thought might indicate some forms that we would be getting a cannon. However, it's just going to be these little details again that are going to be a better clue than the fact that you've got this little part sticking out here, as these parts are eminently omittable here, as they're going to provide the swing arm mechanism that looks so Master Grade-ish. The GGs here bring back some of the old school blue, as you can see the parts that are going to make up the shoulders. The side of the skirts here, these are all omittable. As you can see, everything here can be expunged, which would lead you with just the main parts that are going to make up the footwear. H2 had me a little bit excited when I saw it in the manual, but it's looking carefully at H1, where you can see that you can omit different sections there again, but otherwise you're still going to have all the main parts that are going to be making up the body, including an Action Base 1 custom connector. I1 is going to be used to, yes, you guessed it, light up, well, both of the eyes, or the mono eye here if you want to look at it that way. And down here in the orange, you've got that all-important Cyclops visor there, as well as some other cool parts that are going to be making up the sights. Looking very good, Bandai. Anytime you want to include multiple clear colors there, it's the kind of thing that 00 fans have been hoping for ever since back in the day when it first came out in model form. And though my emotions get a rise whenever I see these MP1s here, anyway, it's the kind of thing my new Gundam has not done a good job overall of holding up its BR and the Stein as well, although it's got a lot more weight. Anyway, hopefully this is going to be a lot easier with a smaller beam rifle that's going to be attached in there. Make sure you follow the directions and turn these spiders into something that's going to be very emotive. Do polycaps emote? I highly doubt it. PC-130 here, and the old workhorse SB1 for the 2 pink rounded beam sabers. An over-reliance on seals, you say? I say thee nay. And for the decals, lots of nice white options, which should show off well against the dark body there. AE and EFSF interspersed with some RC and some random English gibberish down there. With the marking seals actually being pretty tempting down here, the nice colors there for the EFSF, Anaheim Electronics still done up in white there, and just the black and white marks there. But it's more the idea, and you know Bandai wants to encourage this as much as they can. If you're going to go out and why not buy 3, at least you can put on the custom numbers there. Just make sure you choose the one who doesn't always get stepped on. So a solid unboxing for what looks to be a solid kit, well, at least upon the preview here. Great to see the fact that they're beginning to be giving you the 2 clear parts and the special manipulators there, and to see the A-plate with the white missiles and that yellow emblem there. Just incredible. Who could have thought of that back in 1980? Looking at the blocks that were just one color in some instances there. And of course, just looking at the plates there and seeing that a cannon is pretty much inevitable is exciting news as well. Because if you're going to buy one of these and then you go and buy the cannon, well, it almost seems like Bandai's just encouraging you to go off and buy 3. Anyway, everybody, stick around to see the parts before it all gets put together. I can't wait. Please let me know what you think with a comment down below, and we'll see you around. Thanks for watching. Bye. Fire me, boy. Or maybe I should wait until I get the cannon.